Yo, what it do? It's Cloud TV. You already know what it is,
good?
bro.
Good.
We got a young man right here from Fort Wayne, Indiana. One of the most talented people I ever seen, bro. And this is real honest, bro. This dude is Vaughn Lyons, man. And this dude has kept this secret for a long time. Basically, hiding away from us. This guy right here is very famous, and a lot of people don't know about it. So I had to get you this introduction, man. We gonna talk about this guy, how amazing he is. This dude has a deal right now that a lot of people don't know about. We gonna explain a lot of stuff right now. How you doing today, Vaughn?
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's
Happy to
good?
be here, man. Excited to be here.
Excited to be here. Y'all already know it's that time, man. We got Vaughn in this thing. Like I said, this dude is well respected. I just want to ask you a couple questions. Is that okay, Vaughn?
Man, I'm good with it. What's up, man?
All right, man. Starting off, man. If you can, could you tell us about where you from and, how did it reach this level from getting your deal? We're gonna hold off on the deal, but we want to know where you from, bro, and what made you, attack the music scene like this, because you got a lot of stuff that nobody never heard. I heard you produce a lot of songs for a lot of artists. You got a real big team, bro. Yes, when I mean team, a team. This guy has his own team, and yes, we want to know all about it, bro. If you can, could you at least tell us how you grew up, man?
I grew up on the south side of Fort Wayne, man. I grew up with my mom. I grew up with my family. It was just us, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like anybody else on the south side, you got your people, your people's people. But I grew up, you know what I'm saying, just, around them and around my brothers a lot. So really what kind of sparked it is them, you know what I'm saying?
Right, family. Right.
I think I was like 10 years old when I finally heard my brothers like on some shit. Maybe even 11, 12. But when I heard it, I just knew instantly like yo, like,
right,
this is what I want to do.
So you knew that you wanted to become like a music mogul as far as producing, as far as rapping. Because I done heard your mixtape, man. You let me hear your mixtape, man. That mixtape, oh my God. And y'all be looking out, because he got a dollar for dollar that's about to drop. It was actually sent through the label. It had to get cleared. Yo Gotti himself actually had to stamp this song. The cover really has Yo Gotti on it. This guy's been doing amazing things, bro. But as you said, you had a wonderful childhood. You grew up. Like, how was middle school? Was you making beats by time, like in middle school? Like, how old was you when you first made your first beat, bro?
I think when I first made my first beat, I think it was literally like maybe the summer going into my freshman year. So right after 8th grade.
After 8th grade, okay.
That's when I ran into my guy, Trizzy Trice, you know what I'm saying? Nick Trice, shout out to the boy.
Shout him out, let's get
it. His homeboy, Josh, he had a computer, had to set up.
Right.
They was trying to mess with it, but I see my brother messing with, FL way before that.
So you weren't messing, so that's Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
You weren't messing with like Audacity or Logic?
No.
Okay.
Like we started off with Fruity Loops and Magic Studio. Like it was probably like next tier up from Audacity, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Because I know about Audacity, I know about Magics, but Fruity Loops, I knew about that before all of them. That's really a good program to make beats.
We've been doing Fruity Loops since it was like 8, 9, maybe like even 7. But
wow, bro.
Just he had it, and I made a beat, and it was cool. You know what I mean? For back then, I didn't know that much, but they fucked with it. You know what I mean?
Right, like you was just making beats for your homies and stuff like that.
Not even my homies yet. It was just, you know what I'm saying? Nick, he heard I did music. They seen, they was freestyling by the bathrooms in the morning. I got in it, you know what I'm saying? Freestyle. He heard me. He said he got a studio right by the crib. You know what I mean? That was my first time around that area, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Around the East Island County area, Crown County and shit like that. Around them people. Around them, you know what I mean? You know what I mean by them people in the suburbs, you know what I mean?
Suburbs.
I grew up on the south side, like
right.
The real south side, really to Smith Street. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so being around that and then like automatically like, yo, come to the studio. It's like first impressions. And it's like I met first impressions.
And you fell in love with it.
And I like
basically.
And it just like it got deeper. it got deeper. I didn't really fall in love with music until I really seen that it was changing my life.
Your life, right?
You know, like it didn't start changing my life until like junior, senior year when I'm looking at, you know, scholarship offers and looking at, you know, actual metrics for, you know what I'm saying, where you're ranking in Indiana and noticing,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you hitting top
Right,
tier,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, I didn't really pay attention to it until I seen it change in my life. Before then, it was just like, I can do this. Like, I don't see myself being a doctor or a lawyer. Like,
Right.
you know, they don't really put that in us inside school to be a doctor
Yeah,
or a lawyer.
right.
You know what I mean?
Really,
Like, they say you could become a doctor or a lawyer.
but
But
they
they
don't
don't.
really push.
Yeah, you know what I
to
mean? They
try
don't
to-
push you in
right,
that.
Exactly.
You know, they might push Colin, but they're not going to push, you know what I'm saying, Claire or, you know, or the next, you know, Trey Beyonce or whatever, you know what I mean? They're not going to push them the same way they're going to push Carl or motherfucking Mac or, you know what I mean? Like,
right. Exactly.
so, you know, just seeing that outlook already and, you know, us being our culture as it is, music is prominent inside our households.
Okay. So you got one, like the Jacksons, basically.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I was when I was growing up. My whole family was into music, you know, but we really, you know, I was kind of lazy with it at first, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't know how to make beats and stuff. I chose the lazy way to go just rap on the beat. But as far as your music, man, like I said, you stabbed a lot of people. You done worked with, you know, Fetty. You done worked with so many people out here. You done worked with Skinny. It's just a lot of stuff, you know. You providing a studio for everybody, and it's like you trying to see everybody win. You know what I'm saying? Could you please explain to the fans how do you have your bachelor's in music, bro? I never heard of, you know, a young. That's kind of sad to say, but I never heard of a young black man, bro. As far as this music shit officially stamped, you got a bachelor's in music, bro. You should be proud of yourself, bro. I know your parents is proud. I know everybody is proud of you, bro. Could you explain what is a bachelor's in music? I know y'all all heard of a bachelor's degree. It's something real good, man. Like this stuff. What is a bachelor's in music for everybody on Cloud TV?
Well,
I don't know.
It's a 4-year degree. You got to be in there 4 years. I took an accelerated class, you know, degree form of it, which was roughly 2.5 years. So basically, they jam-packed 4 years in 2.5 years.
Right.
You go in, you do your first core classes. After that, like, you start off, you know, from the ground running.
Right.
You know, 24 different DAWs, you know, 28 different manufacturers, over 3,700 different plugins, and how you learn what frequencies are and where the real frequencies matter and where you can cut at,
Right.
and what is reverb and what is thresholds and what is ratios and what all that means for compression and all those things that just off the engineering side, the production side, the beat making side, you go in and you literally, your assignment is to make that beat. Your assignment is to make that song. You not only that, but now you got a class where they're critiquing your writing.
Right.
You know, like, so now, like, you can fail that writing. Like, you know, so, like,
Exactly.
like, if you don't give it your all, like, it's a commitment. I felt like 4 years I was going to slack off only because, you know, it's life. You got kids, you know, family, shit, you know, personal
And that's
shit.
real, bro. That's real.
I wanted to not only pace myself, but also challenge myself at the same time. Like, if I can get this done in 2.5 years,
Right.
then what could I get done in a year? What can I get done in 6 months if I apply this much pressure, this
Right.
much focus? You know, and that's what I did. It was with Full Sail University. It was an online class, so I'm an online school, you know, but you can go down to Florida. They actually, the cameraman for NXT WWE, they are students from Full Sail University. So they from the ground running inside school, they're already doing their career jobs.
Wow, bro.
You know, for
That's
a big
crazy.
company, you know, for WWE. If you know
Right.
WWE,
Yeah.
same, you know.
And
SmackDown,
everybody
Raw
know,
and shit.
Vince McMahon is a billionaire when it comes to WWE. Like you said, everybody knew about that. I used to grow up off WWF. It's just a lot of stuff changing. That's another thing I wanted to ask you. As far as like the media and stuff like that, we really don't hear a lot of good music nowadays. It's like people's, you know, rushing a lot of things. It's like basically if you got a dope beat, you the best rapper ever. With you is different. You actually, you know, master your craft, you have this criteria, you can switch up your voice, brother. You can sound like Kanye, anybody. I never heard this before. Like I said, and this is true, these is all facts, nobody ain't just saying that. But you really don't get good music no more. Why do you think is that? Do you think people just rushing? They just trying to put a freestyle down. They don't want to take the hard route and sit down and write it out. For it to actually make sense. Your music makes sense. So what do you think about just basically garbage music nowadays?
I mean, it's exactly how you explained it. Like, people don't take their time no more.
Right.
Where songs used to be like a good song was like 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes if it was like,
right.
The max,
if it was the max, right.
The features and with the bridge, the breakdown of the beat, like the Carter 3 shit,
yes.
that Blueprint shit, like
yes.
that shit, the late registrations and shit, like they don't appreciate that type of music no more. It gotta be 2 minutes and 35 seconds or a verse and a long, like what, 28 bar verse and a hook and a bridge and then it coasts out. Like, what I mean? Like, they don't appreciate art anymore, and I just feel like where they don't appreciate that shit, everything in that is all trend shit. Look at the little pumps and the little Zans and shit.
The Takashis.
Yeah, that shit was at a high, right?
Right.
Now where's that shit?
Nowhere.
Okay, now everybody back on gangster music. Okay, that shit's gonna be at a high. Then what's gonna happen? What's happening now? Motherfuckers getting indicted. Motherfuckers doing dumb shit. They getting the money and still robbing motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, they're literally self-destructing themselves before they really even get to touch the 10 years of like Kanye or Wayne. Even Wayne got charges, but Wayne still is a veteran in this game. Like, he saved hip hop all by itself.
That was actually my favorite.
You know what I mean? That's a real fucking statement. Like, he saved hip hop by itself. So I'm like, when you look at those names versus the 42 Thugs and all those, you compare and contrast, and you see that those are just trends.
Right.
I want to build something that is original. You know what I'm saying? From the ground up, that's like so structurable that you can't penetrate it. And even if you did, I'm still gonna stand strong.
Right.
I wanted to create a body of work where it's not just for the trend. It can be for the 10 year. It can be for the 20 year. It can be for when I'm gone and somebody wants to resample my music. Right. It's bigger than that. You can have. I seen an artist here. He got 76 albums.
76 albums.
76 albums.
That's crazy.
But you still here.
Right, but you still. So he didn't get a deal or anything like that.
He has no deal or anything. He has 76 albums though. Now that's incredible. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
But everything you're doing is decide that trend. What is masterful? What is something that you can gain as a master and somebody's gonna come to you and be like, we want to use that. What type of publishing deal or offer do you have that where if somebody wants to use these lyrics or something, you can get reimbursed for that? What know what I'm saying? You got all this body of work, but there's nothing's gonna show from that. I have 3 singles out and maybe like 5 to 6 freestyles out, and literally I capitalize on every single last one of them.
Yeah, I can tell, man. You got some powerful verses, everything. The beats is amazing. All your shit is stamped, it's tagged, it's yours. You got a lot of good stuff going on, man. The Lyons Den, could you please explain that? When you go to the Lyons Den, when you get in the Lyons Den, how do you feel about it? Like, do you just, drop everything from a hard, long day of work, you come home, when you in the den, you in your mode, right? That's how you feel when you in the den?
I mean, I'm always in my mode.
Right.
I mean, it don't never leave. It don't never stop.
Right.
Like, I leave, go to work, I come back. Like, before even work, like, I was doing this for 2.5 years without even having to worry about a 9 to 5.
Right.
Got a 9 to 5 because, you know what I'm saying, I introduced a new child in my life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And before anything, the priorities set in. And you got to be a man about what you got to do and the responsibilities that you're gaining.
Right.
And I wanted to make sure I was on top of that as well as what I'm doing on my career side. But my career side has been here for 100% locked in 2.5 years, going on 3. I've been signed for 1.5 years, so
right.
I've been locked in way before the deal.
And as far as that watch you got on, could you show the fans that watch, man? That watch is beautiful, bro. We gotta see that, man.
Yeah.
If you can show the fans that watch, bro. And y'all stay tuned, man. Like I said, that watch is beautiful. And like I said, hard work does pay off. This guy's a full-time gritter, man. Like I said, I wish I could have met him a long time ago because, like I said, when I see him, I see good music. I see he's a good entertainer, man. This dude got the whole rundown. Like I said, the Lyons Den, man.
But the philosophy of the Lions. I'm sorry, my brother, but the philosophy of the Lions. And when I walk into this motherfucker,
you turn up.
I feel like not even a turn up. I feel like I said, it's the analogy that I was telling you like before. Like I'm not already here.
Right.
It's the lane fill up, man. I feel like, and I tell them this: if y'all make songs that is 10s. No 8s, no 5s, no none of that.
Exactly.
You start getting in that mode of understanding, like, you have a due diligence here.
Right.
People are making rated 5, 6 song numbers on a scale of 1 to 10, and they're 5s and 6s, but they're making millions. But that's cool. Just like Summer Walker made millions with his second album. Her contract is shitty. So she ain't made shit.
Right.
So them people that's still making good music and making millions, there's somebody else getting them millions before they even see it, and they only getting thousands. Where y'all have the opportunity to make top tier music and make millions, and then whoever wants to get you at that time, now they gotta speak millions instead of just offering millions.
Wow, bro. The whole just nature of music is crazy. That's how you know this guy know his shit, because he know everything about it. You know what I'm saying? As far as Fort Wayne, I want to talk a little bit about the city. When you grew up, was it a lot of violence going on, man? As far as, gang fights, police, beating up black brothers. Did you grow up in a life of violence? Did you see a lot of stuff growing up?
I mean, even living on the south side, it's 50-50.
Right.
But I can tell you this on some real shit. It has definitely spiked up since 2008, 2009. I'm about to say, I remember in Harding, like, we had to stay away from, outside for like a whole hour because they was talking about shooting up school up.
And that's Harding High School.
You know what I mean? I remember it was a year where we called it March Madness because there was so much shit going on. I remember when AP was out here doing anything and everything, you know what I mean? And like, it was time and moments, but is it always like that? No. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got our peaceful moments, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got the moments where, the police, you know what I'm saying, brutalized, exactly. A young black man on the street, shout out to the boy, you know what I'm saying, long career, bro, TJ Haynes, you feel me?
Long
but,
TJ Haynes.
You know what I mean? Really? But, you just, it's a 50-50 thing, like, here, like, it's not bad, but it's not good, like, you could look on the metrics, like, we're, like, top 10, like, safest places to live.
Right.
That alone should tell you, like, there's other places more dangerous than Fort Wayne, but you gotta understand, in the real world, there is always something going on good and bad. So I just feel like, you could be on the south side and, some shit can happen. Or my mom lived out Washington Center Road. My sister came back home from school, from college, from school.
Right.
And, she got out the car. As soon as she turned around, there was a white guy in a trench coat with a pump in his a sawed off in his motherfucking in his trench coat talking about get out the car and trying to take the car. Me and my brother had to run out the house because we was all meeting them with my mom to talk conversation and shit. We had to run out the house, nigga, with the shit out. So you know what I mean? So it's just like, it don't matter if you're on the south side or you're on the north side. It don't matter if you're in Dayton, Ohio, or you're inside fucking Nantucket.
Right.
Bro, like, there's violence there and it's non-violence there. You know what I mean? It's just pick of the draw, really.
Right. Let me ask you a question, man. For the Clout TV fans, man, who's your favorite rapper? Who inspire you? Who do you just sit back, smoke a blunt?
Wayne.
Lil
Wayne.
And I'm glad you said that because that's actually my favorite artist. I grew up off Lil Wayne, The Drought, The Carters, all that.
All of them.
All of them. Sorry for the Waits and, everything. Lil Wayne, like I said, he made his way. This guy sold over 1 million records at the age of like 14. Why do you choose Lil Wayne, and do you still listen to him to this day?
Yes, I still listen to him to this day. It's still my favorite artist.
Right.
Why? I'm gonna go with before and after.
Okay.
When there was literally the Chingies and everything, and people was trying to do the groups and the franchise boys, who was making real original music?
Right.
Nobody. This man was dropping mixtape after mixtape every single week.
Every single
week until Carter 3 dropped.
Exactly.
It didn't stop. Non-stop, consistently. That right there literally gave people new music of hip-hop every week. And everybody that made like an ice cream paint job song or whatever, he would hop on it and make it
better than them.
Now, that's the before. Now, let me tell you the after. All them songs that he did that are other people's songs, he's going to be able to put them on streaming platforms now. Right. He's got it to the point where, in the news they say, he sold his catalog and stuff. That's fine.
Right, that's fine.
He still has a whole mixtape catalog that y'all missing.
Right.
And now he's going to be able to put that.
What catalog is that?
Sorry for the waits. If I'm not a human being.
Right.
Okay. The drought threes. The dedications.
Yep.
I'm like, just all those. The Droughters Overs.
And he didn't sell none of those yet.
Those is mixtapes.
Right.
Those is mixtapes.
Right.
Those are the Dat Pips and all that. Those are the instrumentals and
iTunes.
And, you know what I mean? Like they're not on there yet.
Right.
But now he finna put them on there.
Okay.
So all these other artists' beats, he's gonna be able to have with his lyrics and shit on platforms. Some people call that copyright infringement, right?
Exactly.
How the fuck is he breaking that barrier? Because he fucking sold more units digitally than they even did hard copy wise. Right. So it's a no-brainer that he can buy that shit.
Right, exactly. He
can buy that shit.
He did that.
He went Rock Nation, right?
Exactly.
So now he can go to Hove and be like, look, this is what I want to do. These are the checkpoints. I can literally do what nobody has ever done before, which is actually digitally stream somebody else's beat, but I'm on it and making it original. And he did it. And he did it every single time on those mixtapes. So now they're literally going to be on streaming platforms where he can make money off somebody else's beat. You understand that? That's the first time anybody else can say that or do that without having to cut a check or getting copyright infringements and not getting shit.
Right.
He's going to be the first artist to do that.
And you know what? That's crazy you said that because Wayne did blow up off a lot of other people's beats. I done heard him rip beats apart. I done heard him rip Plies' beat, Who Hotter Than Me apart. You know, Wayne is a lyricist as well. But as far as you, man, as far as the lion within, man, you should be proud of yourself, man. I had to snudge you a little bit because, man, you doing your thing, bro. You doing your thing. You on top of the game. As far as the city, man, what you gonna do for the city as far as, you know, people who want to book for you and people who do want to come to the Lyons Den instead of staying incognito? Are you looking to put up like a billboard or something? Come to the Lyons Den, you know, this is the rate, you pay this, we can help you drop your song. Because I believe you can help a lot of young men out here in these streets. You can take a lot of young men off the streets as well, have them in the studio as far as on the streets. Are you thinking about doing anything like that? Because you got a big voice, man, and as I can see, whatever you say count, actually. So is you looking to do this, man, as far as giving another brother a chance? Because I don't think nobody else, it's only a couple people who tried to do it, but they wasn't really solid as far as you is. How do you look at that? Have you ever thought about that? Are you planning on, you know, doing something like that, you know, making the studio available to the public?
It's crazy that you say that because I do it every Monday.
Okay.
I go live every Monday.
Every Monday, okay.
Every Monday I go live and I get on the stream and I broadcast my updates on my shows and my upcoming music, and I also talk about my engineering and my production company. And I tell everybody on this live, everybody on this Facebook, everybody on this live right here, I tell everybody, come to the Lyons Den. I tell them my rates. I'm a real-time audio engineer. What that is literally, as you're recording, I'm engineering. So you're going to get your song back within 24 to 48 hours. It's going to be top tier quality. I got auto-tune. I got everything. I got all the amenities that you need to feel like you need to feel professional, but you don't need all that. All you need is something, an engineer that went to school and know what the fuck they doing.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
So when it comes down to it, it's just, I broadcast it. I have a lot of young artists come here. YT from the Cane, Breezy. There's a lot of young people out here, you know, that literally, you know, my little nigga Breeze, he just got his car shot at. But you know what I mean? I told him, you know, instead of you trying to retaliate, bro, make a song about that shit. You alive, bro.
Right.
Do something better than that.
We wish
you know
blessings to him
you
as
know
well.
What I mean? And you know, now, you know what I'm saying, we was like for the whole weekend. You know what I mean? Like grinding. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't mind taking, you know, young ones out the street. You know what I mean? Because this would took me out the streets. Like otherwise I could have been doing a lot more. And granted, you know what I mean, everybody do what they need to do. But I mean, I could have really been out here. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm blessed to say that, you know, music is the reason why I'm not out here. So no, I broadcast every Monday, and I definitely try to get the word out, and it does get reached. I want something bigger, you know what I mean? So, you know, when my project drop, and it's dropping real soon, part of my bag dropping real soon, I'm going to be gone for a couple months, you know what I mean? Meeting up with my label and stuff, you know what I mean? Trying to get on tours and shit, you know what I mean? But when I come back, I'm already searching out downtown to get a building. I want to be, you know what I mean?
Okay. Y'all hear that first. Hey, man, we actually want to ask you another question, man. The part everybody been waiting for, as far as your deal, bro. You know, you explained to us what The Bachelors and music was. Now, for all the fans in Fort Wayne, all the fans of Chicago, Clout TV, we want to ask him the top question. We had to say the best for last, man. So we want to ask you. Now, we know that you got a deal through Columbia, through Digital 7, right?
Yeah.
What's up with that? Everybody know you the first guy from the Fort, you know, as far as from Amanda Perez and, you know, blase. You the first guy, the Lyons, the Lion, you know? You the first guy that got a record deal through, oh my God, through Digital 7 on Columbia's catalog. Could you please explain to us, man? Because we see that watch, man. We see that watch, bro. We see it. You know, please explain to us what is going on with your deal. Have you ever dreamed of becoming this successful? Because like I said, Clout TV, we is proud of you, man. And the fans need to know, you know, just for inspirational, could you explain to us how did you strike this deal with them?
Well, I done got contacted by a couple, you know what I'm saying, by a couple of sub-label groups like that.
Right.
And my deal is a development deal. Basically, they're helping me develop for the next deal to come.
Exactly.
In that time frame, I eat off all the cuts, and they get their splits as well. But I eat off all the cuts. So if it's publishing, I got the higher end. If it's distribution, I got the higher end. So in no way or form is this they gave me money and I'm just doing this and they're trying to see their money come back. No, I put my money where my mouth is.
Right.
My project, I probably bought, like, I want to say 75% of it. So 75% of it is already mine. Master.
Right. Exactly.
They're gonna gain their master.
And that's smart.
And that's smart. You know what I mean?
You know?
But to have that control and that flexibility is a blessing. I'm like, cause some people really get inside bad situations. The first 4 deals that came to me, they were bad situations.
Right.
And I'm blessed that I didn't take them. You know what I mean? Cause a man without no morals would take anything.
Right. We'll take anything. 360 type deal. Yeah.
And I just wanted to be a man with better principles and let them see that. So it took some time.
Right.
But I finally said that it was my last job and they fired me on some bullshit, and I finally said, fuck it. Like, this is it. Like, I'm going 100%. I'm not looking back. I'm not doubting. If nobody listened to my shit here, somebody gonna listen to me.
Exactly.
And it's just like when the pandemic started, so people had to lock down. I hunkered in this motherfucker.
Right. You locked yourself in the cave.
Yeah. And I worked. And I worked. And I worked. And I worked. And I did song after song after song after song. Didn't release them. Just in here. Let niggas come in. Let them hear it. Let my people come in. Let them hear it. Let my shorty come in. Let her hear it.
Vibing, basically.
And then, you know what I mean? But still learning. I'm trying to get back out of that. This is just Cassidy bar for bar shit. No.
Right.
These motherfuckers got Rod Wave with soul and pain in their motherfucking voice.
Exactly.
These motherfuckers got Drake reaching the motherfuckers and songs just resonating. And one time you might have a chick or you know what I'm saying, they got the same name. You just like, These songs is reaching to you.
Right.
I wanted more reach. So I was in here locked in, and then I made Living Life. I made Living Life the day after my birthday. And my birthday is July 27th, so I made it July 28th. Okay. I spent my last $300 getting it sent off. And August 8th, which is my sister's birthday, Balin, which is my A&R, he called me and told me that Living Life got to his table.
Wow.
And he was impressed, and he had other artists to look at, but he already seen what he needed.
Yeah.
And he wanted to, sign me.
So they pulled you off that song right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off
so
Living Life.
That's the big song. Y'all go type that in, Living Life. That's the song that got bro pulled. Y'all heard it first. Living Life, man. So it is true. A song can get you pulled. A lot of people back then said it was an album, but nowadays you can't make a song, and
it's a song.
Okay.
It's a song, but it's also the relevancy inside the song. Is it modern? Can it touch somebody? Can it reach? Because these is what they're gonna grade you on.
Right.
When you send songs in now, like now that I got a deal and everything, and shout out to the team.
Shout them out. Digital 7.
And Universal.
Universal, let's get it. Let's get it. Universal. Let's get it.
But I might just now seeing what it takes. Like now I make a song, I send it in. It might come back as like a C+, C-. And then I'm looking like, oh shit. But in all actuality, looking at it as good.
It's
they're
good.
like,
right.
If you're already at A+, you will already be signed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you were a songwriter, you'd be in Neo or the Dreams level. Your song, your penmanship should be there. But as I'm developing, I'm learning these traits of what makes a good song.
Right.
What's the duration of a good song? In the label's eyes now, because this is in the industry now. So now the industry standard is 2 minutes, 45 seconds, 3 minutes.
Right.
I'm still doing 3:30, 3:40.
You're still going over though.
Because I don't want to stay in that box. This was the box that I knew. This is the box that I'm gonna still stick with, because
this is
even
the box that got you
45
the deal.
seconds, yeah.
Right.
So I might. This is the formula I'm still sticking with, and the fact that they're still okay, we're gonna bend, but can you do this?
Right.
For the song. If you're gonna do that, can you do this for the song? Yeah, I can do that. You know what I mean? So we work as a team. And that's where my deal is. It's a development deal. I put my money where my mouth is in order for them to help me. Now, I don't put all money up, because they literally putting 15,000 up for my SoundCloud to see my numbers.
Right.
Get more people engaged into my shit. They, you know what I'm saying? Living Life official video, hit 6K. You know what I'm saying? And that's because of them. You know what I mean? And that hard work and the dedication that they putting in.
Right.
And now, you know what I'm saying? I'm being monetized and getting my bag right. So I'm like, before them, you know what I'm saying, I was working hard, grinding hard, and getting the formula down.
Right.
Now that I got the formula down, and I actually explained to them that I'm not, just some young nigga out here looking for a deal. I know what I want. I know what I'm trying to get.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I push for a development deal. The development deal is, like I said, I'm no longer playing in the street, but I'm not playing street ball no more. I'm not in Macmillan, you know what I'm saying, or inside Speeds or none of that no more. Right. I'm in the G League. I'm literally balling on the court where motherfuckers is literally doing shit and being on shit. And right there, like, that's giving me that opportunity to be in the NBA. You know what I mean? Getting scouted, being shown like the game, like the real game. Like, yeah, you can make a song, but do that beat got a sample in it, and is it royalty bound?
Right.
Or are you gonna have to pay that money back? You know what I mean? Anything of that nature. I'm learning the structure of the game. What make a good song? You know what I'm saying? Can that song reach out to 4,800? Can that song reach out to 5,200 a month? You know what I mean?
Right.
Can that song do anything for you longevity-wise? And when it's longevity-wise, that's profitable, because you can have a good song, but like I said, duration-wise, if it's short, you're only going to see it for a short amount of time. That money's going to be there for a short amount of time. So my team is showing me how to make longevity money, how to make longevity records, how to make a longer catalog, so that way, not just on my artist profession, but on my
Right.
production profession, on my engineering profession. You know what I mean? They trying to get me on shows and TVs. Like when I leave at the part of my back, like they sending me out to San Francisco to look at some, you know, some roles and some, you know, try to put my music in some movies and commercials and shit like that.
Right.
So I'm like, they looking out for the
Those
long
endorsements,
run,
though.
them endorsements.
Endorsements,
So
though.
they had the short money game, but also they like, yo, what can we do to make sure you get long money? Because you get on that commercial, that's
Right.
a 20-year stint and you making money.
Exactly. Man, this is a lion, bro. They done let this guy out the jungle, man. I'm amazed by everything you accomplished, bro. Cloud TV, we really appreciate your grind. Like I said, it's still hard registering, man. I'm sitting next to a guy who got a deal, man. A full-blown deal. It's no gimmick. This is true. And we really appreciate you, man. Your music got a lot of pain. Your music got a lot of soul in it. You know, you've been grinding for a long time.
I appreciate it, bro.
You've been grinding for a long time. You should give yourself a pat on the back, man. That's how we feel on Clout TV. You know, y'all gotta go check this young man out if you can, Mr. Lyons.
Definitely, man.
Can you drop your IG? Can you drop your Facebook? Could you drop your social media for us?
For Facebook, it is Vaughn Lyons. But for everything else, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, it's I am Vaughn Lyons. If you're an artist looking for beats, go on BeatStars, look up I am Vaughn Lyons. Or go on Facebook, look up the Lions Dance page. My Setmore account is on there. We can book your schedule. If you have a damaged track or you just want it to be remixed and mastered, I got RX7 from Isotope over here. That's a $2,000 program that can basically strip the whole song down and restitch it back up. I'm like, anything you need from vocal repairs to song repair, recording, anything.
Right.
Come to the Lions Den. The guy you need to talk to is Vaughn Lyons.
Vaughn Lyons, bro. Y'all gotta stay in tune, Vaughn. And for us, for Clout TV, it'll be a grateful honor if you can shout out Clout TV, bro.
Yo, shout out to the man, Vaughn, man. Shout out to Clout TV, man. Thanks for coming in, man. Looking at the Lions Den, you know what I'm saying? Blowing down with me, you know what I'm saying? Listening to part of my back before it released to everybody else.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Hearing the content, actually, you know what I'm saying? Hearing the sound before you really even get to hear me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I appreciate you actually coming. Like I said, I wanted you to get the motherfucking interview for anybody.
Over anybody. This dude had offers from like 6 different people want to interview, but he chose Clout TV because you know what? He got clout. And you know, we keep this all solid with these artists. Everything we ask these artists, they tell us about their background and everything. But his story was quite distant. You know, it was quite different. He told us about a lot of good stuff, about, you know, managing your music. He told us about, you know, striking a deal. He told us about the good qualities of music. You can't just put anything. You can't bring this dude anything to listen to, man. You gotta have everything. You gotta have the good sources for his ear to catch it. But like I said, man, we really appreciated you. We sat and talked for 40 minutes, man. 40 minutes. This interview is live, bro. We appreciate y'all. It's Clout TV, man. Y'all check on this interview. Y'all go subscribe my boy right here.
Part of my back dropping soon.
Let's get it. You heard him?
Hey.
Let's get it. Lions Den, bro. Clout TV, and we out of this thing.
We out.
Gang.
Gang.